And the next part, as you can see, the tools here, actually surface, line and points, snap point and text, as you can see here. So let me open AutoCAD here. Actually, we will use the first item. You know, you have to be careful that these items are just to show or not show, for example, the elements that you want to use. For example, surfaces, it is clear, it will show you the surfaces of the shape. You have to be careful that in Navisworks you don't have anything in the name of solid. All of the items and things that you've got imported them from other softwares here are completely surfaces. Because of that, you have surface here. So by this option, you can activate or inactivate the things and surfaces that you have in your project. And as you can see, they are like lines. They are not just kind of surface or geometry or shapes. So the first option causes and helps you to activate or inactivate the surfaces that you want. So the next option or icon is line. So let me just inactivate surface here that you can see the lines better here. You know, this option helps you to activate or inactivate the lines that you have imported that from the software that you've worked before, Navisworks, and you've imported that here. And actually it is in 2D. But if you inactivate this option, it means that there is no 2D things in your project here. So if it is activated, it means that you have some things here. If you inactivate it, just you can see there's nothing here. And actually by surface, you can see there's just the surfaces of a geometry of your project. So you can see the details here. Just if I want to just inactivate or deactivate it, I can do it. If I want to see the thickness of that, for example, in my project, you can come here and then let me go on options. And actually, when I see this window, let me open the interface here, and then let me find display. And actually, the next part is primitives here, and the next step, I will go on line size here. Just let me come again here and just change it again. Then actually it is changeable just in 1 until 9. Then actually here it is not changed. It depends on the graphic of work and shape that you're working exactly. Actually if it is on Autodesk, because it has pixels, it is itself checking that. And actually, if you just put it on basic, here you can change the thickness of the tools and materials you're working in your project. So if it is not changed, it is on Autodesk. Just let me put it on Autodesk because I can see the things better in graphic mode. So let me press on OK button here, and again OK. So I'll use this icon, I mean points. It will affect on the points of Navisworks. Actually, it will affect on points clouds too. It means if you've imported the files of points clouds here, you can just tell Navisworks to show them or not show them to you. Actually, the next item, which is snap work here, just a snap point here, you can just see the circles in the middle of the lines, or just center, I don't know, edges, or everywhere that you want. And the next one is telling you the text. So now, because I can tell it easier and more comfortable to you, let me open an AutoCAD file, and then let me draw a rectangle here, for example 10 to 15, and it is 2D. And after it, let me just put it in the center of the screen or border. So by this option, let me just draw some points, or just put some points here, and I type PT style here. Sorry, I mean PT type, and I put this on this icon, and then let me draw a circle and an oval here. You know, you cannot see the center of them here. If you just export it to Navisworks, you can see them there. And let me actually draw a kind of sphere here, and let me save it, for example, in this file, and just let me name it like, I don't know, 2D elements. So let me again back into Navisworks and let me go into Sheet Browser, and then let me import the DWG file here, and I double click on it and it will be opened here. The render will be unshaded like this, and just let me just put it in wireframe now, and then let me just rotate it a little like this. Okay, you know, this is the surface that we talked about it before, as you can see. You know, now by this icon in lines, you can see the center of the shapes that you've imported them from AutoCAD, but that you couldn't see them in AutoCAD. And actually this one is about points. You know, it means all of the points, not just the centers, because that is for snap points. I mean the center of that, or for text. Let me just type a text here, and just for example, I will name it Autodesk Navisworks 2022, for example. And then I will save it. Then in Navisworks, I just refresh it. You can see actually by this icon, you can put it here or remove it here. It's related to showing of the text very easily. So it was about texting, and this is for snap points, I mean center. These are about the points. And this is about the lines, and this is the surface of your project. You know, these are all things related to elements, and you have to be careful that in this part, I mean options, in the part of primitives, for all of these things we have some subjects here. For example, here we have point size, and for example this one is checking the line size in 2D, and if you remember I told you have to just put it on basic. We are in Autodesk now. And this is related to actually snap size, that you can see that in the shape. So after doing actually these settings, we can just confirm or not confirm them actually for our project. And if you want to just again go back to the or reset your files, you can just put on default button here, or yes, you can click on yes or no. The window which is being shown here, it means that because before I did some changes on the layers and things, it means that you have to just close Navisworks and open it again. So let me just press on OK button, and these were the tools that we had here.